everybody.
Hey, what's going on?
So today we're back with a video requested by a couple of our clients. We're going to be working on upper back and neck pain. More specifically, we're working traps.
Yeah.
You'll also be getting a little bit of your rhomboids worked and some of the spinal erectors if you go deep enough with this treatment. But for the purposes of this video, we're only going to focus on 3 main points in traps. And I'll have the slides coming through in the video, but the first trigger point that we're going to work is as close to upper trap as we can get without losing the ball. And then we'll be in mid trap and in lower trap. Okay, so grab a ball and a blank wall space and let's get started. Now I'm starting on the left side of my body, and so is Bree. We're starting at that trigger point at the very top. And when you press into this, you should feel it radiate out a bit towards the shoulder or up into the neck. Notice we're leaning out so that we can put our body weight against the ball. You can use a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball. And I actually found a trigger point that's radiating up into my skull, right into the back of my occiput. You may lose your ball. Feel free to stick it in a sock and throw the sock over your shoulder if that helps. And remember, as soon as that spot releases, move just a little bit and try and find a neighbor that's hanging out.
Yeah, definitely be moving around because as you can see, we're in some funky positions a little bit, so you don't want to stay here for too long.
Now we're about 1.5 minutes into treating, so you should have already found something and felt it get a little bit better. Still staying in the upper trap for this last little bit. Okay, and now I want you guys to start moving down towards mid-trap. You'll feel the ball want to stay between the shoulder blade and the spine, and that's okay. You can roll out onto the shoulder blade just a little bit if you'd like. Roll back in between the shoulder blade and the spine. And make sure you're putting enough pressure here, really lean in. Okay, moving down a little more towards lower trap. You may have to grab the ball and readjust it here. And your traps go all the way down to T12. So at this point, you should be below the shoulder blade a little bit.
Yep, just below the shoulder blade, kind of like that mid-back area.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that felt pretty good. Let's move over to the right side, starting in upper trap. And really lean in. Make sure you're finding trigger points and releasing them while you're working on this. And if you're not sure what a trigger point is, how to find one, or how to release it, make sure you check out our Intro to Trigger Point Therapy video, where we walk you guys through that process so that you can make sure that you're getting the most out of these videos. Still in upper trap, last little bit. Sorry, my nose was itching. All right, and let's make our way down to mid-trap. Nice and slow, just in case there's something along the way that you want to stop on. So tennis balls often fall off the wall. They're hard to keep up with. You might have a little bit better luck with a lacrosse ball since it's got a rubbery coating.
Mm-hmm.
They stick a little better.
Kong toys, like dog toys and stuff too.
Yeah, those Kong balls that the dogs have. Those actually make a really good myofascial release tool. We've stole a couple from our dogs and not given them back.
Hence the reason why I know why.
Yep.
How it works.
They didn't use them anyway.
Not as much as we do.
Okay, you guys are in mid-trap, right? Make your way down to lower trap. You may have to drop the ball and stick it where you need it. Remember, we're below the shoulder blade. All right, and we're finishing up low trap on the right side. Okay, now really quick, so we can stretch out the upper back, let's go ahead and sit down and stretch our hamstrings. Feet straight out in front of you, heels together. Now reach until you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. That's about a 5 to a 7 on a pain scale of 1 to 10. And once you find that stretch, go ahead and start to drop your head between your shoulders. And as you drop your head, you should feel the stretch start to move all the way down the spine, even into the sacrum. But you should definitely feel it through the spine. Can you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna add one more position to this. Try taking your ear to your shoulders, okay? Do you feel that stretch all this out? Okay, that's pretty good. So if you have issues in these areas and you need to treat these muscles, make sure that you do this exercise at least a couple times a week. If you want to get out of pain even faster, I would say go ahead and do this daily until you feel better, okay?
A few minutes at least.
Yeah, at least do this a few minutes a day until it starts to feel better. And for those of you that requested this video, you know who you are. I want you to be doing this daily until it gets better. And then we'll see you in the office. Have a great day.